Hello, and welcome to HAVAN's Masterclass. In this series, we will explore home energy efficiency and emissions reductions. Find out what we can do to improve efficiencies and learn about clean energy solutions to fit our lifestyles. My name is Michael Liu, your instructor. I work at Fortis BC as Regional Energy Solutions Manager. I manage a team of expert energy solutions managers, and our primary objective is to bring reliable, safe, cost-effective, affordable energy solutions to new residential, mixed-use, and commercial buildings. We are all about bringing a balanced mix of energy to British Columbians in their places of home, play, and work. We do so by ensuring we provide energy every day and on days when we need it the most. For example, on the coldest days of the winter, and it's been getting pretty cold these past 2 winters, we can be rest assured that when we get the energy, we get it on the days we need it the most to keep us warm, safe, and comfortable. As British Columbians, we strive to keep our families, much like my own and yours, happy, healthy, safe, and secure in our homes. And looking for homes that are energy efficient or making our existing homes more energy efficient are key to bringing long-term value, convenience, and peace of mind. You can save on the energy bills, and your homes can be that much more attractive to future home buyers that may one day purchase your home, should you decide to change your lifestyle, sell it, upsize, downsize. So once again, welcome to HAVAN's Masterclass, and I look forward to sharing some ideas and suggestions. Home efficiency and emissions reductions. What is the difference? What is home efficiency anyways? In a few words, home efficiency is how efficiently designed the home is. We talk about the building envelope, the envelope being much like a jacket. How breathable is that jacket? How is it helping to separate the indoor environment from the outdoor environment and the elements? How well sealed is a building? Are there unintended penetrations? All this will directly impact energy efficiency and how energy will be used. In homes, energy efficiency comes from multiple factors. How airtight is your home? Is the building leaky? How many air changes are there per hour? What type of insulation? Windows, doors, the window-to-wall ratios, building orientation, exposure to the sun. All those things would factor into the energy efficiencies of the home. Now, if you build to step code, find out more about what level it was designed and built to be. The higher the step level, the more energy efficient it'll be. Track down the builder and ask, especially if the house was built in the last, say, 4 or 5 years. If you're planning to build a new home, work with a builder and a certified energy advisor who are experts in energy step code to ensure you build the optimal home in terms of energy efficiencies, designs, and lowering operational costs while fitting your budget and lifestyle. And then there are those appliances in the home. How efficient are those appliances? If your home is leaky, it will take a lot more to heat the home, making your heating appliances work so much harder, using up valuable energy, driving up energy costs. Basically, for every 1 unit of energy input to power the appliance, how much energy unit output are you getting? So, in a nutshell, energy efficiency is really using less energy to get the same job done. So as an example, an 80% efficient furnace or boiler takes 100 units of energy and produces 80 units of heat, while a 97% efficient furnace, a lot more efficient now, takes the same 100 units of energy and now produces 97 units of heat. So let me bring it down to my own personal experience. My house was built in around early 2000s, 2003 to be precise. Back a couple of years ago, my wife and I decided that, oh gosh, I think the hot water tank is reaching its kind of last legs. So we decided to replace the natural gas hot water tank. It's a big one. It's 50 gallons. to something else. So we considered our options, and we saw the tankless variety, the on-demand tankless water heater. We loved the idea that it was very small, compact, it took up a lot less space. We're happy to gain back some space for storage, at least my wife was. And the efficiency increased big time. It went from 67% efficiency to well over 95%. What that really translates to in terms of dollars and cents is that we consumed about half the energy to heat the water, because you're not heating a full tank of water at all times. You're only heating the water as required. So we saved, probably over 40% in terms of our heating bill when it comes to water heating. So those are big savings. So I highly recommend finding a contractor. Ask 2 or 3, do your homework before you decide on the best options that you're thinking about when it comes to changing your heating equipment, whether it be gas or electric. Now, as you shop around, look for the equipment efficiency ratings. Ask questions about warranty. What's the warranty coverage for labor and parts? And what's the service life of this appliance? Is it 15 years? Is it 20 years? I'm happy to say that with my tankless water heater, it's upwards of 20 plus years. So I won't have to worry about replacing that anytime soon. Also, think about how much are the units, the physical unit themselves. How much does it cost? And perhaps just as important, maybe even more so, is how much will it cost to install? There's certainly a lot of costs involved in installation. It can be. What are the maintenance costs? Would it involve ductwork installations or electrical panel upgrades? All this can present some unexpected costs and perhaps some unexpected challenges. So do some research and do your homework. Much of this info can be found online. Now that's equipment. Then there's also occupant behavior. How many people live in the home? In my household, there's 4 people. There's 4 of us. And how do they use energy? How many young people, kids, live in a home? That may determine how many baths they take. Active kids during the summer, we all know active kids. They're sweating, they're playing, and getting dirty. And they may require multiple baths a day. I could attest to that because my children are much older now, but when they were younger, they certainly took multiple baths. Now I must say that as teenagers, they may take fewer baths, but much longer baths. My younger one, as a matter of fact, loves to sing while she's taking a bath. So, sorry, Brianna, I know. I hope you're not too embarrassed. Do the residents keep the windows open during winter while the heater is on? That's a huge energy waster. This will impact how much heating is required, using up more energy to heat the home, and up goes the heating bill. Therefore, a combination of good air tightness, balanced with a comfortable amount of airflow, we need fresh air to be healthy and comfortable in our homes. How good and energy efficient are the equipment? And of course, smart energy use behavior, practice at home. Those are key to energy efficiencies. Now, on the topic of emissions reductions, what is that? It does go hand in hand with home efficiency. But what exactly is emissions reductions? And how does it relate? Emissions reductions, basically in a nutshell, is minimizing the release of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, which typically would be CO2 or carbon dioxide. There is a direct linkage with energy efficiency. You use less while still getting the desired output. By reducing the amount of energy you're using, the home will emit less greenhouse gases. Each energy source will have a certain level of greenhouse gases, including hydroelectricity. When renewable natural gas, or RNG for short, is taken into consideration, emissions are reduced to a minuscule amount, or even eliminated. The more efficient the home is, the better the building envelope, better windows, doors. All these things can positively impact energy use, with benefits of using less energy, therefore lowering energy costs and the operating costs, and also lowering emissions. Now, when your home uses highly efficient appliances and cleaner energy sources such as RNG and hydroelectricity, the emissions can be dramatically reduced. A true win-win. A win for our pocketbook and a win for the environment. As British Columbians, we have confidence and peace of mind knowing that we have access to various options of emissions reductions, which can be achieved via a range of energy: hydro-generated electricity or renewable natural gas, plus solar, wind, geothermal, as some other examples. There's a choice of different energy options. It's also comforting to know that British Columbians can rely on our energy systems working in tandem to deliver energy when we need it the most. As mentioned earlier, during this past winter's extreme cold spells when temperatures dipped well below common lows, historical lows actually, FortisBC's gas system, for example, delivered 60% more energy than the electrical system. This highlighted the central role that gas can play when it comes to heating our homes and buildings. At our immediate disposal, our vast energy grid that reaches most of BC via our 50,000 kilometers of gas energy infrastructure, combined with our equally wide electrical grid provided by BC Hydro and FortisBC Electric. We have peace of mind, knowing that when you turn on appliances for heat or hot water, you'll get it. Knowing that having access to energy that we can have at our disposal and that we can rely on. And you can enjoy the conveniences of everyday appliances from your computers, music systems, karaoke machines, if you're into that. I know my children are. Video game stations, kitchen appliances, cozy gas fireplaces, or in your backyard, barbecue outlets powered by gas, where you don't need to worry about changing out empty propane tanks. And gas-powered patio heaters keep those outdoor gatherings warm and cozy, even when you're outside during those chilly nights. Also, for any FortisBC customer who would like to do more to reduce emissions, they can sign up or just simply call customer service and request to have a percentage of their gas be renewable natural gas, anywhere from 5% all the way up to 100%. And while renewable natural gas has been around for FortisBC customers since 2011, and many folks still don't know what exactly it is. In our next chapter, we'll find out more. So what is renewable natural gas, or RNG? It operates very much the same way as conventional natural gas, no different. It's a drop-in fuel. It's renewable in the sense that you can get these sources from renewable sources, and we'll talk into that a little bit more. And it's virtually equal to the emissions of hydro-generated electricity. So you may ask, where does RNG come from? It comes from everyday activities, in essence, a byproduct of human activity, like the food scraps we collect diligently in our food bins every day, from landfill and waste farm, or farm waste, and waste water treatment plants. Part of the life cycle involves organic material decomposing, which emits greenhouse gases containing carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere. This is damaging to the environment and much more potent compared with CO2 or carbon dioxide. In fact, as much as 80 times more potent. FortisBC has teamed up with local farms, landfills, green energy companies, and municipalities to capture and purify the methane to create RNG. This methane would otherwise escape into the atmosphere as greenhouse gases. Instead, it is captured and repurposed as low-carbon fuel to displace regular natural gas, making it a clean form of energy. RNG is a big part of how we'll reduce emissions over the next 30 years. Can I reduce emissions and be energy efficient at the same time? Absolutely, yes. If you're using natural gas to heat your home and your gas equipment is older, say over 10 years, but it's still in good working shape, you can make your home less drafty, for example, during the winter months by applying caulking or weather stripping around windows and doors. And this is exactly what we did, my wife and I, this past winter, as a matter of fact. My wife and I were wondering, why, despite cranking up the thermostat, are we still feeling the house being a little bit drafty, and we're struggling to stay warm. I had to wear multiple layers. I was in my bath, in my robe, and I had a blanket around me and my wife, and we're sitting there thinking, gosh, this is really cold, so uncomfortable. Crank up the heat. So basically we just went to the local home improvement store and started sealing up the windows and doors, and simple, was quick. The home comfort was maximized and our heating costs minimized. The weather stripping kept our home warmer and made our boiler work less hard. So less heating, less energy use, less cost, while reducing emissions. As a natural gas customer, you can do more. You can choose to blend RNG, which, as mentioned, is a low carbon energy source, to further reduce your emissions. Remember that in BC, we have a secure energy system via both electric and gas. And we do need both to make it secure and reliable. The key is to balance the use of different types of energy that allow us to maximize affordability and tap into a range and choice of clean energy options. If you think about the home as a long-term investment, and that gets passed from generation to generation and to the next buyers, it will make for a more attractive home, as energy efficiency and comfort enhances the value and the benefits of choosing this house over another house which is less energy efficient. What are my options to reduce emissions at home? RNG, as mentioned, natural gas instead of heating oil or diesel, and hydro-generated electricity, and soon hydrogen, in addition to more carbon capture technologies that will enhance our ability to reduce emissions further and faster. As building materials and technologies continue to evolve at a very rapid pace, the entire home will become more efficient. For example, homes becoming more airtight with better insulation, equipment that are highly efficient. These are excellent options, and with newer technologies to choose from, both gas and electric, we have a menu of options. User behavior is key, and how to best operate your home heating equipment can be had with a smart thermostat, for example. The smart thermostats could learn occupant behavior. It learns and adjusts when the home is occupied, when people are at rest, when people are in motion. Basically, it automatically dials up and dials down energy as required. Pretty smart. Now, the big question is, do I need to give up comfort to reduce emissions? And that will be covered in our next chapter. The big question, do I need to give up comfort to reduce emissions? In a word, no. Comfort that you get from, say, a furnace or a boiler that's regularly on natural gas can be powered by renewable natural gas. As mentioned earlier, the same existing 50,000 kilometers of network of piping infrastructure can deliver clean, renewable natural gas to both new and existing homes. So the gas furnace or boiler or your cozy fireplace can still be enjoyed whenever you like. As both an electric and gas energy provider, FortisBC is rapidly ramping up RNG so that we can be assured that we can build upon our inventory of clean energy sources, whether it be hydro-generated electricity and FortisBC Electric, or from renewable gases from sources like farm waste and landfills. The different options to help reduce emissions that don't interfere with your lifestyle that you're accustomed to. Right-sizing equipment will be very important too. The right size equipment to get the job done without wasting energy to power up unnecessarily large equipment. Homes are also getting more technologically advanced and more complex than ever. All these energy systems and innovative technologies can work together seamlessly to give you peace of mind, knowing that the home will be comfortable year-round. adopting newer technologies. Technologies have certainly come a long way. They all work together in the home. Now, for existing gas customers, changing to RNG is as simple as a phone call. There's no equipment change, no costly changes to the structures of the home. None of that. Simple. Now, I touched on this earlier, behavioral changes, programming your thermostat to turn up the heat before you go home, or turn down while you're away, or smart thermostats that does that on the touch of a button on your cell phone, or you could program it to automatically do so based on your daily household activities. You can have all this convenience and comfort while using clean energy like renewable gas or hydro-generated electricity. So to recap, do I need to give up comfort to have a more efficient home? Absolutely not. In fact, they go hand in hand. You get a more comfortable home when you have a more efficient home. Now, home efficiency comes from a smart, balanced approach as it relates to energy. As mentioned, in BC, we're very fortunate to have a widely dispersed natural gas and electric grid system working side by side. And having them work in combination will see us through our energy needs today and tomorrow. And with emissions reductions being a priority, our energy systems continue to transform as we look for decarbonization via renewable natural gas, and also using our gas and electrical systems to our greatest advantage while preserving the reliability and the use of the energy systems that we can count on for years to come. So, to conclude, there are a lot of online resources. Chat with your neighbors and your friends, the experts in the field. Look up HAVAN's directory and their online information. I hope you found our masterclass today helpful. It has been a pleasure to share my experiences and knowledge, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you.